For us was surprising. He came down, he took a racket, he's playing to her, he gives some tips to Alex.
Picture this, you're 20 years old, standing on a clay court at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, grinding through serve drills on a surface you literally flew across the world to master. Welcome to our Sportiva Arena YouTube channel. The last time you were here 2 years ago, things felt different. Now, there's a warm welcome waiting for you. A huge Filipino community shows up to support you. You glance behind you, and the crowd is growing. The energy is real. And then, without warning, without being asked, the greatest clay court player in tennis history, Rafael Nadal, walks onto your court and starts correcting your serve. That's not a dream. That actually happened to Eala just weeks before she boarded her flight to Rome. And it matters. Because 12 months earlier, on the exact same clay in Rome she's about to step onto again, Eala managed to win just one game in an entire match. Why Rome 2026 changes everything. To understand why the Italian Open 2026 could define Eala's career, you only need 2 numbers in March. She reached a career-high ranking of number 29. Today, she sits at number 41. That drop wasn't about poor performance. It came from losing points earned during her historic Miami semifinal run. Now here's the flip side. She has just 10 ranking points to defend in Rome. That means every match she wins at the Foro Italico is pure gain. No pressure. Just opportunity. The math has opened the door. The problem, clay, has been her toughest enemy. Clay hasn't been kind to Eala. Her 2026 clay record entering Rome? 1 win, 3 losses.
Your first WTA Tour finals. We just saw the emotion of yourself and over there with your family and your bench. Just how special is this moment, given everything you've been through over the last year?
Oh, sorry. No, I'm like super happy because like it was a tough match.
Lost to Leylah Fernandez in Stuttgart. Lost to Elise Mertens in Madrid. And then there's the nightmare Rome. 2025 on May 7th, 2025, Marta Kostyuk crushed her 6-0, 6-1. A scoreline so brutal, it lingered for a year. And now, all 3 players, Kostyuk, Fernandez, Mertens, are back in the draw. Clay hasn't just challenged Eala, it's judged her. So why does she sound so confident? Because everything around her has changed. For the 2026 clay season, Eala returned to Mallorca and started working closely with Tony Nadal, the mastermind behind Rafael Nadal's dominance, including 10 Rome titles and 14 Grand Slams. Please like, subscribe, and share. Read that again. The architect of the greatest clay career ever is now shaping Eala's game. Please like, subscribe, and share. And then came the moment that feels unreal until you hear it from her coach. According to her longtime coach, Joan Bosch, Nadal himself stepped onto the court, gave serve advice, and even rallied with her. Bosch described the environment in one word: NASA. That's the level of development happening inside her game right now. This isn't survival. It's a takeover mindset. Eala isn't hiding from clay anymore. She said it herself. Clay is more physical, more demanding, and she'll take anything she can learn from Nadal with pride. That's not the mindset of someone trying to survive. That's someone preparing to take ownership. The global spotlight is already on her at the Laureus World Sports Awards in Madrid. Eala didn't just attend, she stood out. She wore a custom Filipina gown designed by Rajo Laurel, made from traditional PA fabric flown in from Manila. The moment went viral.
Thanks very much, Patch. You're certainly right. She is going to be a frequent visitor to the winner's circle. Alex, it's wonderful to see you.
Thank you. It's wonderful to see you.
Really enjoyed our chat last time. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Of course, no, this is not how you wanted to move forward. But I thought the first set, that first half a set, there was some very competitive points.
78,000 likes on WTA's Instagram. Nearly 900 comments. She wasn't just another athlete in the room. She was the moment. The pressure is finally gone for months. Eala carried ranking pressure. Miami defended 390 points Madrid, more points to defend Rome. Just 10 points for the first time. All season, she has nothing to lose. The real transformation coach, Joan Bosch, made it clear clay used to be her weakest surface. Now, she's moving better, sliding better, competing differently. The biggest flaw exposed by Kostyuk, her inability to handle clay rallies, is being rebuilt from the ground up. The next 5 weeks could change everything. Rome starts May 5th. French Open begins May 24th. Eala has only 20 total points to defend across both events. That means third-round ranking boost, quarterfinal close to career high, deep run potential, top 32, and Grand Slam seeding. The path is wide open. This is bigger than tennis. This isn't just about results anymore. It's about representation. A Filipina athlete, trained by the Nadal system, stepping onto Europe's most historic clay courts, carrying her country with her. Even Manny Pacquiao said it. He feels proud watching her and hopes more follow. The reality check. Let's be honest. Recent results haven't been perfect. The losses in Madrid were tough. Even former world number 4, Greg Rizki, pointed out that the scorelines are concerning. But Eala's response? She didn't panic. She adjusted. She withdrew from a warm-up tournament and chose rest, recovery, and focus on Rome. She didn't retreat. She recalibrated.
He's going to be a frequent visitor to the winner's circle. Alex, it's wonderful to see you.
Thank you. It's wonderful to see you.
Really enjoyed our chat last time. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Of course, no, this is not how you wanted to move forward. But I thought the first set, that first half a set, there were some very competitive points there, breaks back and forth. How did you sort of surmise the first few games?
I was definitely a little nervous. It was a big stadium and, of course, a big opponent. And, yeah, I was really motivated, super excited to play the match. So I think those back and forths were really intense for me, and I'm happy that I was able to get some of them.
You had a tough one against Coco just a couple of weeks ago. What were some of the strategic reversals you wanted to use today?
First of all, I think
So here's the real question. What happens next? Does Eala break through in Rome? Does she get past the second round? And if she faces Kostyuk, Mertens, or Fernandez again, does she settle the score? Because this isn't a comeback story. This is the beginning of something much bigger. Rome is just the first stage. Paris is next. Then Wimbledon. And if you've been watching closely, you already know this isn't hype anymore. This is trajectory.
Alex, congratulations. Stress kami. Because a lot of people were waiting. Kailan ang laro ni Alex? Now you were able to play. How would you assess your performance in today's match? And what do you think made the key difference, especially after your game?
I think the key to today was keeping the intensity during the matches. Of course, Anastasia is a great player and she's been on tour for a while, so she's very seasoned. Matagal ko na siyang napapanood sa TV. Kaya naman sobrang saya ako sa panalo today.
And coming back to play here in Madrid, how has your adjustment been, especially with the unique conditions like the altitude?
I think the adjustment's been pretty well. I've had a couple of days already to feel the court and do these things, but I think more than anything, today I was able to execute certain things that I've been working on for weeks already.
And you've been proudly representing the Philippines, both on and off the court, and now it's already awards. What does it mean for you to carry the identity on a stage like this?
Siyempre, napakahalaga sa akin ang pagiging Pinoy. And I try to embody that in a lot of the things I do because I'm so passionate about it. And it makes me I feel very special when I say that I'm Filipino. Yeah.
The first point na punta kay Anastasia, does that hurt? yung unang siya nag-serve, diba? Sa kanyang first serve, tapos